Good morning. Once again, you can see the Stitch brothers have ditched me. Not actually. They are teaching downstairs today, and the ladies they are working with have said that they will come up and visit with us. They're finishing up some long arm instruction, and they will join us with what they have produced today so far. So I will not be here alone all the time. All right. We need to do a couple announcements. First one being, of course, that we want you to save the date for April 23rd when Mr. Olchi will come and visit us. This is big deal. Big. Because he doesn't come to America very frequently. And when he does, it's usually business, and he's going to come and visit us. And we are going to have a huge event, I hope. We have some tickets available for the class on the 22nd. And we also have tickets available for the day of Mr. Olchi's visit. You can call the gathering and sign up. It's $25 for the visit with Mr. Olchi, and that includes one ticket for the raffle for our Kaffe 475 Bernina sewing machine. I'm going to show you more about that machine in a bit. All right. So that's the April 22nd, 23rd. Yesterday and today, the boys have been downstairs teaching long arming, and tomorrow and Thursday, I will be working with a group over at the gathering, learning more about the 790 Pro. I have one available spot left. If you want to join us, call the Bernina number today. Don't call Peggy. Call me, and we will get you in. There. That's the phone number. All right. So those are our announcements, right? I think so. Onward and upward. I think a while ago, when Lisa was joining me, we showed you this cute little quilt right here. And what I did yesterday is I quilted this on my 790 Pro. There are teeny tiny little orange peels there. You can see by the picture. And it turned out really nicely. Get that. But it was a challenge. Okay. I'm still learning. Everybody learns. All right. So we have, I have one area where I kind of didn't get it lined up real well when I had to move it in the hoop. But other than that, I think it turned out really cute. Lisa has not seen this yet, so I hope she's happy with my tiny little orange peels. All right. So that's 790 Pro business. Somebody already asked, what is the accessory of the month that's on sale? And the accessory for the month is presser feet, 20% off. So that's because it's quilting month. All right. March is quilting month. I think 2 episodes ago, I thought it was serger month too, but it's not. It's just quilt month. Okay. I was wrong. Luke pointed that out, of course.
No.
Yeah. All right. We have 3 prizes today, so stay tuned. I have one person, actually 2 people from last week. One person we don't have an address for. The other person hasn't contacted us. So if you go back and see your name and you didn't get your prize, give us a call, give us a text, give us an email. Let us know where you are and who you are.
And there was one person who said, I'm in the system.
Yeah, I have hers here.
But
yeah.
she's not in the system.
Yeah.
So she needs to call us back, right?
Yeah. Jeannie. Jeannie, I don't have your address.
Can they just email you?
They can.
Okay.
All right. They
Please
can
email.
send a little note to Heidi. Okay.
The prize queen.
The prize
appointed
queen.
galleries. Yes.
Thank God. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
You want to do your demo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to show you a little bit about the Kaffe machine that we've been talking about. I know when I go looking at a machine, I have certain things that I want it to do. And I hope that when you go shopping for your machines, that you take along what you want it to do. Like some people want to be able to hem t-shirts. Okay, I can show you how to do that. Some people want to repair jeans, right? That's a big deal to a lot of people. I'm going to do a little bit of sewing on jeans. I also, when I go, I want to do a little bit of leather because I work with that when I make purses. So today I am going to show you a little bit of leather and a little bit of jean. And that way you can tell that this machine, although it's a 475, it's not the top of the line. It's very capable of doing what you need it to do. So let's move over.
Hey, quick question for you.
Yes, a
On
question.
the heart quilt, did you use invisible thread?
Yes, yes. Invisible thread. I used invisible thread on the little heart quilt. So there was the regular Orfil white in the back. I have to talk louder. I might have to because I'm going to run this machine.
Oh, I'll get you a bullhorn.
Okay, all right. So just want to do a little bit of, you can hear it. It is going through. I will show you in a second. Okay, I have pot holder fabric. All right. The heat resistant with the flannel back. I've got 2 layers of batting. Some of this, if I was really using this for a hot pad, I would have Insulbright in here. And then my leather. So you can see that these little machines, given the right needle, the right thread, can do a lot of heavy work for you. All right. Going on to jeans. All right. Once again, heavier needle, heavier thread. A lot of people say, well, I can't go over those heavy parts where they have a lot of seams. And I'm going to say, oh, I think you can. All right. So I have a folded piece of jean material. This is an actual leg off of a jean. Okay. So it's industrial strength. I'm going to put it in here. I have it on a seam. So there's like 5 layers of denim here. Okay. So you can see it just eats it right up. No problem. I just wanted to show you people that even though it's a smaller machine, it's a mighty. All right. The other thing I wanted to talk about. All right. I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to turn it around. It's so cute.
Can you repeat the model or like the name of that machine and the model number so people can?
Yeah, this is a Kaffe. We make it in this pretty little package. It's a 475. We also have a very basic white, black Bernina version. These have the big bobbins. They have a nice display. They're easy to set up, easy to use. I had one lady who was a little bit anxious because she didn't see her manual in her packaging, and she finally found it, but she was a person who liked a manual. So there's the owner's manual that's printed. there's a lot of information in the screen. So you have a lot of places to get the information you need to keep your machine running tip-top shape. I know that I wanted Jake to talk a little bit about basic maintenance, and I think we'll be doing that in the week or two to come, so that when you get a new machine, you have a better understanding of how easy it is to take care of. All right. Any other questions about our little machine?
Oh man.
No. Base price is around $3,200, I think, for this one.
You mentioned it has
Oh.
the larger bobbin.
It has the larger bobbin. Yep. And yeah, if I had it, it would be going with me in 2 weeks to a retreat. But I don't. I have a 790 Pro, which is delightful to work with, but rather large to move around, as
One's nice and light. Huh?
most of you. Yeah. 20 pounds. All right. 20 pounds. All right, we're done with that. I'm going to put that to the side. And since this is quilt month, we talk about sewing machines, of course, needles, threads, but we also talk about pressing. All right, and I think I hear the door. I think I hear the pitter patter of little feet. So I think we're going to interrupt my little presentation, and we're going to talk to people who have actually been quilting today. All right, Mr. Luke, come on up. Come on down. Come on
How
down.
many chairs do we have here?
I'm going to move out of the way so you guys can have the
All right.
whole sofa.
We wouldn't want to deprive everybody 2 weeks in a row of hearing me blab. All right, have a seat. Have a seat.
Come on.
Let me just grab a chair over here.
I live there, ladies.
Think I can get over here?
You want to be in the middle? Yeah, you get
We need, do you want to sit there?
You look better with the quilt.
You've got
All right, somebody sit here. I'll go on the couch. I'll go in the middle.
You go in the middle. Oh, good God. Musical chairs.
Hello, everybody. I wanted to make sure that we don't go 2 weeks without making an appearance on my own show here. We are the Stitch Brothers with Barb. Now it's becoming Barb with the Stitch Brothers, I feel like. Today, I wanted to let you guys know. So we had the class that we've been promoting, the long arm quilting class, the introduction to robotics is going on today. And we had the first class yesterday. And now we are right in the middle of the second class. So we have these nice ladies here who are participating in that class. And we wanted to come up really quick, take a break, and talk about a little bit what's going on. And it was really great that we have 3 different ladies here with different experiences. So we have a lady right here, Cindy, who owns a Bernina, right? So actually, I'll let you talk a little bit.
Yeah, I bought a Q24 about 6 months ago. And I'm here because really didn't get a lot of instruction. So it's kind of been trial and error. And I wanted something a little bit more in depth because you don't know what you don't know until somebody shows you something. So, and I've already learned several things this morning.
Good.
So it's been a really good experience for me. I'd like to come back and get some one-on-one training now.
Perfect. That's good. So what is something that you've learned so far? Because we've only been at it for 2 hours, but what's something that you might have picked up on that?
Just some of the way, different ways to use the computer to maybe view the quilt, to watch the needle move rather than watching the whole screen, those types of things.
Very good. Okay. And then my next guest here, actually, she called me
Well,
Nikki, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a lot of students here. I don't have everyone's name. Nikki here actually called me yesterday, and she's like, is it filled? We actually talked last Saturday because she was interested maybe in buying a lamp. Tell us a little bit about your journey and what you're getting out of the class so far.
Well, I'm a piecer. I'm not a quilter. I'm just a piecer. And Jake, I've seen people run a long arm before. I've never done it myself. So to be able to touch it and do it and have why are we doing this? And not just putting a quilt on to hurry up and run and get done without any explanation. So it's been good to watch. I'm nervous to touch it, but I'm doing it.
You did pretty good
It's
so
okay,
far for
it's okay.
brand new.
Yeah.
So she is a prospective long arm owner,
Yes.
and this is a great opportunity to see if robotic, because it's a big investment.
It is. But I'm already moving furniture in my brain at home. So
That's
I
good
have
for
my
me.
fingers crossed.
I guess that means I'm doing my job.
I have my fingers crossed. So it's good. It's
All
good.
right.
Very good teachers. And I mean Jake's teaching too, so I'm kind of my ears over there a little bit too. But
Yep.
Luke's
Jake
doing-
right now, he's
doing a good job.
he's got a couple other ladies. We just grabbed these three here, but tell the camera, look into the camera and tell them how many unfinished quilt tops you have.
Dang it. Really? I thought you were my friend.
Listen, okay, you don't have to if
No,
you
I
don't
will.
want to. Okay.
I have 100 quilt tops. No lie.
Yeah.
No exaggeration.
I
There's
bet
100.
I know for a fact, but I think that you would be surprised how uncommon, or sorry, how common that actually is. One of the reasons why we sell so many long arms is because, there's a bottleneck. There's so many people that
Mhm.
make so many quilts, and it's so hard. And some people have a friend, or they have somebody that they know that owns a small business. Maybe they're retired. They do a little bit on the side or whatever. But for the most part, there's so many, for the amount of people who are making quilts to finishing quilts, it's a big bottleneck. So that's why a lot of people are interested in doing that. Okay, we have one more guest here, Barb. Now, Barb, why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience and what brings you to the class
Sure.
today?
I have had a Q20 in my home for 5 years. And like Nikki, I was a piecer, but I wanted to finish my own quilt. So I learned the long arm, invested in the long arm, and do ruler work and free motion. But after 5 years, I've realized that not everything needs free motion and ruler work. I've seen the quilts that you've done here, and they are beautiful. And now I think I can invest in adding the robotics to my Q20.
That sounds good too. It
Yay.
looks like the class is going well.
Yay.
So there you have it. So it's a great group of ladies we have today in our class. You got the prospective owner, you got someone who owns a full system, and someone who's halfway to owning a full system. So I just thought it would be great to come in here, and we got stuff. We already got almost 3 panels done, and it's not even lunchtime. So each one of our class participants get to leave with a panel. So we got a lot of work ahead of us.
Well, not just a panel. It's a quilt
It's a
size
quilt.
panel.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's a big quilt
Big
size
panel.
panel.
It's
very nice.
54 by 72.
Yeah.
54 by 72. So
It's a lap quilt.
It's a
okay,
big lap
so
quilt.
before I leave, I'll brag a little bit.
Okay.
So Jake and I, we really wanted to show how consistent these machines are and the repeatability of what you're able to do with the robots. Because as she said over here, Barb said, not everything needs custom. Sometimes you just need to get quilts finished, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
So
I do.
sometimes a good old
Please.
edge to edge, is what you need. And it could be because the piecing is so great that you don't want to detract or compete with the piecing.
That's where I am.
Or it's a baby quilt or a gift, or it's just something you need to convert from a unusable thing in your closet to something that can be gifted or put on the bed or whatever, right? But what we did yesterday successfully was we had 5 students, and everybody left with a panel, a 54 by 72, 57 by 72 panel. So, and we were able to do that. The class started at 9. And as you all know, some of my biggest fans know how much I love to talk. still managed to do 6 quilts yesterday, 5 quilts yesterday, and we're going to do the same thing again today. All of them are virtually identical because with the robotics, you get that consistency. So I think with that, unless anybody has anything else to say, it's your moment.
They made us come up here.
Oh my God.
They did not. They
Oh
did
my
not.
God.
This experience is amazing.
I've been paid. I've been paid.
No.
All right. Let's let Barb get back to it.
Yes.
And we look forward to seeing you next week. This week we have these events. So thank you for coming and joining us.
And if you have an opportunity, please come, because these guys know what they're talking about and they make it easy. They don't make you feel like you're stupid or that you ask a dumb question or anything like that. They're very knowledgeable and you'll love it.
Cindy's going to be a regular guest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, back to work. All right.
All right.
All right. Let's go.
I'm just going to sit down for a minute and chat a little bit about what you saw and what I'm going to do. I watched the ladies work yesterday, and I think we were all done by maybe 2:00. So that's what, 9 to noon and 1 to 2. And so 4 to 5 hours, they had 6 full-size panels done. So it's kind of amazing how these long arm robotic systems can help if you want to start a business. Or I have to say, I know somebody who has more than 100 quilt tops. So, there's people out there who have quite a stash of quilt tops that they'd like to get done. And yeah, we all know done is done. All right. I'm going to talk about the Laura Star a little bit, because we all get these nice, mounds of folded, and these have been folded for a long time. You know how that goes. You open them up and it's like they're really creased, or you don't have a large area next to your sewing machine, so you only have a small space to work in. So sometimes you have to do multiple layers. So I'm going to just move over to my little ironing station, and we'll talk a little bit more about the Laura Star. I have the pink version with me today, which has pulsed. Yeah, I moved this a little bit, Keely. Are we okay?
You're good.
Okay. All right. So stack of yard pieces. All right. I'm just going to take one.
Is it possible to get a different color?
We can get a different color.
Like
What
a medium
what do you
color.
want?
So I can
Like-
see it a little bit better. Like that one. Is
Like
good.
this one?
Yep.
Okay. All right. We'll take this one. All right. And we can see that this one also has been folded for some period of time. And I don't have a big space, you see, so I can't spread it out. But what I'm going to do is, all right, I have my iron, but before I use it, I am going to purge it. So that I get the water out of the line, and so that my heat is generated right onto my fabric. So like everything, you got a little bit of steam, and it looks so nice. And then you turn it over and you go, damn, I gotta go the other side. I gotta do the other side again. But if I smooth that out, it's almost wrinkle free, folded up. So the steam is penetrating. They're wonderful irons. I've had Rowentas, I've had Black & Decker cheap ones. I've had all kinds of irons, like most of you who have had irons. I like this one because, for many reasons, I noticed that a lot of my counterparts are using clappers. You know, you steam your fabric and then you put a piece of wood on top and it's supposed to, you know, smooth things out. And it's like, really? Do you have time for this? I mean, sometimes I want to go slow, but most of the time when I'm ironing, I want to get it ironed and I want to use it. Okay? So I have a red one. I don't have a pink one. Pink one has pulse. I should have shown that. But anyway, before I came on camera, I did a couple things. And I think we can see pretty easily which side of this I did. We can look at that. So I did one side quickly, the other side's still a mess. But it's quick, even for garments, to do those on a flat surface. Now, if you want to get really fancy, you can get the fancy ironing board like Lisa has. I got a new dress. That's cotton. The shirt was cotton. This is the, you know, fancy rayon-y kind of squishy fabric. And I like it, but with my old irons, it was really tricky because it would burn or wrinkle or pucker, or, you know, I couldn't get the temperature right. I don't have to worry about that. So I did one half of the bottom and it turned out just really pretty, nice and flowy. The other side is straight out of somebody's packing. And you can see there are some pretty deep creases in this side. It's very easy to use. It doesn't pucker this fabric. It's really a nice addition to your sewing room. As with everything, there's a price to your tools. My mom always said, you know, you got to have good tools if you're going to make good product. And I think most of you would agree with that. You have to find what works for you. But once again, a good tool is worth the price you pay for it. So, all right. What else do we have to go through today? Do we have questions?
Oh, can you give an estimate on what a used 790 might be worth?
Used 790.
Just ballpark, you know.
Okay, I know that there were one or two 790 plus machines downstairs, and those, I think he was talking 7,000. I'm not sure.
Okay.
All right.
That maybe would be something we could call.
Yeah. You can call Luke and talk to him about, or Jake, about those used machines. There are still a couple of used long arms downstairs of various other nationalities, I should say, but and I think there is one used Bernina long arm downstairs, so you could talk to Luke or Jake about that. Anything else?
And if you would repeat the name, brand, and model of the iron.
All right, I was using a Laura Star, and this is, I just call it the pink one. There's red and pink and white and black, and they all have various different sorts of specifications.
Unplug it and you can show it.
Okay.
Come around and
This is on a cart. The cart is extra, of course. You know how that goes. But it's a steam generator. You have water in the base. It makes its own steam, comes up the cords. and I unplugged it so it's not going to spit steam at me. But this one I said has pulsed steam, so that can be used on garments that are hanging and on some more stubborn creases in fabrics.
Is it a hot steam or a
Cold
cold?
steam. Okay. Hot steam or cold steam. When you are dispersing the steam when it's vertical, it is cold. You can put your hand right in front of it. When you're steaming horizontally, steam is going this way, then that's hot. Yeah, don't get your fingers in the way. But the base model, I think, is on sale. If you go to the Primitive Gatherings website, you can see the models and the prices. I think there's a sale right now, so you might want to take a look at that. We can ship. Machines we can't. These we can. Anything else?
Do you know what the bottom is made of?
The bottom?
Is that
Of the
a
iron?
stainless steel
Oh.
plate on there?
Yes. Stainless steel plate.
And does it clean easily if they get glue on it?
All right. I've done it. I have to admit, yes, I have made a mess of the sole plate of mine. And yeah, it's just hot iron cleaner, takes it right off. Not a problem. Yeah.
All right, and then can you talk just a little bit more about the upcoming class in April, Bernina class?
Bernina class in April. All right. This is April 22nd. It's a Monday. I had news this morning that I will probably be here rather than in Paducah. So you'll probably get to see me doing that class, but it will be probably similar to what I'm doing the next 2 days. We will condense a lot of information into one day. I know, I forgot. We have a very special. We have a design by our Lisa, and we have a Bernina educator coming. So I will probably assist her, but it is a pouch and it is monogrammed. So it will be worth investing in that opportunity because I haven't done much in monogramming. So I'm going to learn some stuff too. Get my mic back in the right place. Okay. I don't know the price of that right off the top of my head.
Class, yeah.
The class.
They can always call
Yeah, you can call Peggy. You can call the
Gathering.
gathering
Yep.
and ask about that. I would presume somewhere in the $100 area because we want you to have a good experience.
Lunch is included.
Lunch is included as usual with our classes. So we will put out more information about that class, but yeah, that'll be fun, I think. And then stick around and meet Mr. Olchi. All right. Any more questions for today?
I think that's it.
Okay. All right. Well, I think the boys will be back next week. They better be. And okay, this is a shout out to my sister who Luke was making fun of with his comments about blabbing on. Just so you know, there's a little tit for tat here between Mr. Luke and myself. We have fun. We have fun at work. You know, there's a lot of stuff to be done. We're all learning new stuff all the time. And I think that's important for people to, not just sit on their laurels and do the same thing over and over. Learn something new. Challenge yourself, whether it be with a different machine or a different machine process, or learning a new hand technique that Lisa can show you more about. But it's always good to be learning something new. All right, lecture done. We have 3 names. All right, so you need to contact us so that we get your address and your phone number and all that crap,
Yep.
so we can send you your prize. All right, what do we have here?
So they'll be emailing me, and Kaylee will
Yes.
put that up on the
Yes.
screen.
Emailing. So we have a ruler, very versatile ruler for ruler work, both on domestic and on sit down long arms and on regular long arms. So very useful little tool. Let's see. How about Jean Westfall? Jean. I think Jean knows who we are. She's used our services before. So Jean Westfall, call us, let us know. I have some cute Bernina fabric. Cute Bernina fabric. And some accompanying threads. So Barbara Cortaz,
You might want to spell that one.
Kartoz, Barbara. Contact Heidi. And Cindy Wiedeking. All right. Cindy Wiedeking. Give Heidi a little shout out and we will package some things up and send them out to you. So I think that's all we have for today, unless there's any last questions. Nope. Okay. All right. I hope that you learned something today and that you'll stay tuned next week when Luke and Jake will both be back, as far as I know. And we will have our 5th Stitch Brothers. All right.